What's up, YouTube? We're going to try something new today. We're going to try a little thing called story time. We're going to go through my album and of all the celebrities I've met over the years, because I've chased autographs for over 30 years. And today we decided to pick on Tony Dorsett. I met Tony Dorsett several times. I got this signed TTM for $10. And here's some stories about Tony Dorsett. Like I said, I've been chasing autographs for about 30 years. I can't remember when I first started. Actually, I first started chasing autographs in minor league baseball. I would say it was probably the late 80s, early 90s. We were getting like Derek Jeter and Chipper Jones and Manny Ramirez and all those kind of guys. Sometimes we would go to 3 different baseball games in one day. We'd stop in the morning and get if there's an afternoon game, we'd go in the very morning when the buses were unloading, when the visiting team would show up, and we would get a lot of autographs before the game, before they show up. And then we'd go to another place where they were having a afternoon game, and we'd try to get them after the game, like late afternoon, early evening, and then we would go to the next game and try to get them after the game because they had a night game. And we had a couple hours to drive to Columbus and get those guys. But yeah, I've been chasing, like I said, in-person autographs for a long time. My paths have crossed Tony Dorsett, I'm thinking 4 or 5 times. I know one time I met him in Fort Lauderdale, and he didn't sign for us. He wasn't very nice, and I think he was a little intoxicated at the time. But I also met him one time it was at South Beach during the Super Bowl, and there was a Super Bowl party going on, and there again, he could barely walk. He didn't sign any autographs for us. My first 2 experiences to Tony Dorsett, which I might add, I'll let you guys know, I am a huge Dallas Cowboys fan. From 1975 up till 2006, when I quit watching football, pretty much I rooted for the Cowboys. I kind of rooted for him a little bit more whenever Zeke came on, because I worked with Zeke when he came out of college. He was a good kid, but I started rooting for him then again. So I've always been a Cowboys fan. So meeting your heroes is not always the greatest things you want to do, because like I said, he was my hero ever since I was 12 years old or whatever. And to meet him and just get shot down by him for a couple times, and just seeing him kind of drunk walking around not knowing where he is and stuff, it was just kind of heartbreaking, because like I said, he was your hero ever since you were a little kid. But I met him another time at the Hall of Fame. It was a paid signing. You paid whatever, you just paid to get into the Hall of Fame, and you could get an autograph of, I think it was him and somebody else. They had a current and a Hall of Famer. I can't remember who the current guy was. But he was really cool then. It was, a paid appearance, basically. The Hall of Fame paid him to come. But like I said, he was super nice. He signed my stuff for me and talked to me for a little bit. And like I said, very, very pleasurable. It was a very good experience compared to the other one. So I was happy. I was happy to have a good experience with him. So then this was probably 15 years ago, was that paid experience. So then about 2 years ago, I work for an autograph company, and they have some of the biggest shows up in Columbus, Ohio, and they brought in Tony Dorsett about 2 years ago. They also brought in Emmitt Smith too. So I was a paid employee for that signing, so I was in the back room the whole time. My job was to make sure, do the signings with the athletes and stuff, the dealers would have 8 or 10 guys back there, maybe more, that were getting wholesale accounts and stuff. So I would bring the athlete to each of those guys and have the athletes sign, what they wanted, keep track of how many they signed so they know how much to charge at the end and stuff like that. So I got to work with Tony in that aspect, and he actually was really cool to me then. We talked for a long time during that. So me and my buddies were sitting there eating. They would bring us a bunch of pizzas and stuff to eat, for the crew to eat. So there's 10 pizzas sitting in front of me at a table, and I saw Tony Dorsett walking by, and he kept peeking around you know, like that. And I was like, you know, I told my buddy, I said, man, I think he wants some pizza. You want me to ask him? And my buddy's like, yeah, go ahead and ask him. So I've never been shy. Like I said, I chased autographs for a living for 10 years. So I didn't have a problem asking people for anything. So I was like, hey, Tony, are you hungry? Why don't you come on down here and sit down and get a bite to eat, you know, get some pizza. So he's like, oh, yeah, sure. So he sat there and ate with us. And then about half a minute later, you know, Emmett Smith came walking by, and he was kind of poking around looking at the pizza too. And like I said, Tony and Emmett is like my two favorite players of all time, you know. Like I said, I've been a huge Cowboys fan forever. And Emmett, I'm like, hey, Emmett, come on over, man. You want some pizza? You want to join us? He's like, yeah, sure. Come on, yeah, we'll have some pizza. So he came over, and it was cool, man. You wouldn't believe. I just forgot about all those bad experiences I had in the past, you know, those two first experiences, because this was like the greatest experience of my life. Here I am sitting here eating pizza. It was really good pizza too, by the way. We're sitting here eating pizza, free pizza too. That's the best kind of pizza. But eating pizza with two of my favorite players of all time. You know, I got Emmitt Smith to the right of me. I got Tony Dorsett to the left of me, and we're just sitting there talking. You know, talking about, you know, we're not even talking about football, man. We're just talking about life in general and just hanging out, having a good time. Just, you know, like, you know, three dudes sitting there eating pizza. But yeah, like I said, that was an amazing experience. Like, you know, that day I also worked with Emmett. That day I was the one that had to. He has his own certification company. I was the one that had to put the stickers on while he was signing, and we had to scan them in and stuff. But it was pretty fun. But yeah, like I said, that was one of my greatest experiences ever. Is I got to meet my, you know, two boyhood idols and eat pizza with them and have a good time. And like I said, got to erase the horrible memories that I had before. But yeah, we're going to start doing this if you guys are up to it. If I get some likes on this, I'll keep doing it. If I don't get very many views, very many likes, I'm not going to waste the time. But if you guys want to hear, you know, about some of my experiences, because, you know, I've met thousands of people, and I've had some really cool experiences. Like, you know, the time I met Ray Lewis, like 6 hours before he was arrested for murder. I mean, there's a bunch of cool experiences. Yeah, I met Johnny Unitas before. I mean, some really, really cool guys. But yeah, hit a like, hit subscribe. If you guys want to see more of this, please let me know. Because, like I said, I don't want to do this if you guys aren't interested in it. But yeah, I don't mind telling you guys about it. And like I said, I had a great time. Now, like I said, at one time from, I'm trying to think what period it was, from probably 1997 to 2007, I had card shops, and I sold autographs and chased autographs for a living. But now I'm just collecting autographs. I mean, I do sell like some of my celebrities and some of my paid stuff. You know, if I pay an athlete to sign something at a show, I don't have a problem reselling it. But like I said, I'm not really out, you know, graphing to sell autographs anymore. I'm retired from that. I've been retired for that for about 10 years. But like I said, all this TTM stuff that I'm doing right now, I'm just doing it for fun, man, because I miss all the autographs that I sold over the years. I mean, I've sold millions of autographs over the years, and I didn't get to keep hardly any of it. The only thing I kept was pretty much what was in my book, what you guys saw that I had the celebrities sign for me in my photos. But like I said, I miss all that stuff, and I want to start collecting that stuff, and that's why I'm so gung-ho trying to get some of this stuff that, you know, I used to have, but I don't have anymore. So, like I said, if you want to hear this stuff, let me know. If not, we won't do it anymore. But hey, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We're trying to get our subscribe rate up. If you hit subscribe, please hit all. That way you get to see all my videos. Thanks, guys. Peace.